Hey guys, long time no see. Back in the shop tonight, finally. After all of the weekend parties and Christmas gatherings and business parties and all that stuff are done. So now, it's time to get down to business. Chassis and I've had about 8 hours, 9 hours, almost 9 hours together today. And I'm not sure what my last video was. I've had quite a few new subscribers, so thank you right off the bat to those guys. Must be some content worth looking at, so that's great. So here's an update. I'm not sure where I left off. The doors on this side completely kicked my ass. Specifically the rear door kicked my ass. I did some things I probably shouldn't have, like body working and priming a door that hadn't really been fit to the car. So I now have some cracks in my body filler down here that I'm going to need to address because I was banging around, fitting, all this stuff. You'll see some of my paint is actually taken off. I chipped my edge all up, and so we're just cleaning that up a bit. This door will have to get touched up and reprimed. No biggie. Front door fits as good as it's going to fit. I had issues with this side right from the get-go. Did hang the fender today with success. Went on the first try. No issues there. Front door fits good. Back door now fits acceptable. What I found out, and I don't know why this is, I know this car was hit really hard on this side at some point in its life. This quarter may still be coming off. I'm not sure yet. But was hit really hard in the dog leg down this whole side, down this whole driver's side. So back in the day, you know, they didn't replace parts the way it seemed. They just pounded shit out and mudded it up and good enough. Well, this door is not original to the car. The front door is not original to the car. The fender is not original to the car. Basically, none of the bolt-on parts on this car are original to this car. So what I found out is that through doing some cross-measuring and some investigating, this side of the car, in the middle, is a 1/4 inch shorter than the other side. So I had to borrow basically 1/8 of an inch from this side of the car to get my gaps what they are now, which they're not like the other side. The other side has really nice gaps. This side, I wouldn't say this side is bad. They just don't match the other side, and I've just had to make peace with that. So I had to borrow a little bit of room here and a little bit of room there, and I mean, the gaps aren't terrible. This is where my main concern was, because this is what you look at and you see. Looks okay, it's a little tight. We're good on the drip rail, that I wasn't worried about. We're okay here. This will be brought out a little bit more, but we're okay. I had to rob a little from this filler, and I had to rob a little bit from the rocker. And then this dog leg I replaced today. I was able to find an NOS aftermarket dog leg. Finally, after like 5 years of looking for one, I got one. Paid through the nose for it, but I got it. Butt welded it in, and we're good. So now it'll be ready for first round of epoxy and then some body work. So that was a big pain in the ass. I gotta weld the bottom of the rocker up down here yet. I didn't do that. Forgot, and I have to finish welding in this little weird triangle filler thing. I have to take the back door off to do that. So I'm gonna wait till my body work is done on the dog leg, because I'm gonna fit through the process, and it is what it is. So I'm happy about that. I'm going to do something with the quarter panel. This was really smashed in right here, and it was, I can't really show it to you because it's dark, but this lip, like 8 inches of this lip, are just garbage. I can't get at it to hammer and dolly it out. It's way pushed out of shape. I don't necessarily want to buy a quarter panel lower skin for that piece. These typically do not rot out because they're not double paneled. So next trip to the junkyard, I'll take a Sawzall, and I'm going to cut a chunk out of a good quarter panel, probably as much as I can get. I've already kind of patched this. It's not done, and I'm not 100% happy with it, so who knows, I may end up ordering a patch, but 90% of my damage is going to be on the lower rear panel. So if I replace it, am I saving any work? Because then I'm basically stitch welding in a new piece. But is that going to be less work than fixing what I've got? Right now, my opinion is that I'm going to section in probably from the middle of the wheel well. Maybe not even that far, probably from like here. And just do some kind of a section to replace that lip. So when you look at that lip, it's original metal and it looks like it belongs. And I don't have a huge long seam. But my plan might change 10 times. You just never know, because that's how projects go. If I order the lower quarter panel, it would come with this piece, but I've already made that piece, so I really don't want to take it apart. I do need to do that on the other side, but that quarter panel on that side is not as bad as this side, if I remember right. So should have done a lot of things different, but this is where I'm at right now, so this is how it's going to go forward. Otherwise, things are good. Been really busy at the daytime shop. That's kind of starting to slow down a little bit now, but it's been absolutely nuts over the holidays here. Basically from like, end of September, it's been non-stop. So getting it going, getting it done. Front door I don't have any issues with. Everything fits as good as it's going to fit, and the door to rocker to the door to the fender to the rocker panel fits the same on this side as it does on the other side. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it would take a lot to change it. So as long as they're the same, I'm okay with it. So I'm going to make some allowances here on this one, because it's not going to be what I would consider a show car. It's going to be a family cruiser, and will more than likely end up being my kids that will share it. Hopefully by the time they get their license, these kind of cars will still be allowed on the road. You just never know. But it'll be fun vehicle. Really excited to get it going. The goal is to have it ready for the first car show, local car show, which I believe is May 2nd Friday in May, I think it is, here in town. Main Street car show. So it won't be done, but I'm going to try and drive it there. But making big steps today. Hanging all the sheet metal on and being satisfied with it was a big hurdle for me. That was kind of keeping my ambition from being at level 10. It was kind of at level 2, but now we're over that hump. So now I can start doing the stuff that I really enjoy, which is actual body work, slinging mud and priming and doing stuff like that. That rear door will have to be re-primed and re-edged, but I'll do that when I am ready to do the jams. My plan is to do the front fender, the rear door, the rocker, the door jams, and then also the tailgate lower jam the next time I'm ready for black paint, because then that's done, and then the tailgate and stuff can go on. The hood I have, but I have not touched it. It's a pretty nice straight hood, so it should be a weekend project to get that stripped and primed and edged, and I'll worry about fitting a hood when it's ready to fit a hood. Tailgate pieces have been fit, it should be good. Getting closer. So, alright, just wanted to bring you guys an update. Again, thanks for the new subscribers. But this is Tessie, and I've been working on her for a long time. And it's just, you guys that have done it, you know how it is. You want to get it done, but life, you know. So, alright, thanks very much. Happy New Year to everyone, and I will bring you more videos now that I'm actually out here doing something. I'm hoping maybe to get out here again on Monday night. I probably won't. No, that'll be New Year's Eve. So, nope. See you next weekend, more than likely. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the continuing watches and the new subscribers. New content will be coming with the new year. So, thanks again. We're going to get this thing on the road one way or another. See ya.